Hi, I'm Jessica Drossin, and today I'm going to demonstrate for you my new product, which is JD Special Effects Raindrop Overlays. And first of all, let's say you've just downloaded this product. Your zip folder is going to look like this, and you're simply going to extract it. And then within your folder, you should have a variety of different rain overlays. These are the rain overlays small. Those are for interior windows, so small windows. We'll show how to use those in a little bit. And then these other rain overlays, these are larger for images like the one we're about to add it to, where you want to add raindrops that are going to be fairly large. They're going to go across the entire length of the image. So I'm going to start here with, let's go ahead and add these bonus Photoshop integration actions. So let's just double click, and you can see that now they're loaded into our Photoshop. And let's go ahead and add. We're going to go ahead, and I just want you to see all the different folders that we can choose from. I want to go ahead and we will add the Arty Rain overlays. Let's add Arty Rain 2 here. And you can either select this entire image and copy it and then paste it into your image, or you can go ahead and you can just drag and drop it into your image. I do not recommend that it is a smart layer, or rather a smart object. It may give you some problems with the bonus integration actions, so I would just make it so that it is, a standard layer, not a smart layer, if you want to use these actions, as I'm going to be demonstrating. So let's just go here. So lowest visibility, I'm hitting the little play button, and this is prompting me to make sure that I do in fact have my overlay selected, not any other layer. So yes, we have the overlay selected, so I'm going to hit continue, and you can see it's there, but it's a little more subtle. We're going to add more visibility with medium visibility. And now high visibility. All right. Now, let's see here. If you wanted to add a mask and paint out some of these, you could. By using a dark brush, you could get rid of some of these drops. However, there is a little bit, in some of these, there's some color tone and some value. So what I would recommend, instead of masking these out, if you want to, let's say, get rid of some of these raindrops over her face, is to go down here to the selectively blur the overlay. And again, we're just making sure that that is what we have selected. And it's going to recommend that you use a feather of between 35 and 85 pixels to draw around the area. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's our lasso tool, and we're going to select 35, and we're just going to go around any of these that in this demonstration we don't want to see there. So now I've selected them, and I go ahead and just hit this play button again. And as you can see now, no more raindrops over her face. So you could, do that as often as you liked, and it keeps the tone still there, but it just eliminates the drops detail. All right, so so this is adding one of these large overlays. I'll turn this off, and I'll just put on another one here, just so you can see some of the different type effects. I'm just going to go into the rain overlays in color, and I'll select rain overlay 2. Oops. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop it, or copy and paste it into this image. I'm going to make sure that it's sized edge to edge, and again, you can either go ahead and in the blending modes yourself, You can select overlay, soft light, or hard light. Or you can use these bonus actions. There's lowest, medium, and you can kind of just eyeball which one appeals to you. All these are undoable. This one has a little more of like a haze, kind of a steamy effect here in the center of it. So it's really just about what speaks to you and what you like. And again, if you wanted to blur some of it, you could. All right. Or if you wanted to lower the opacity, you could do that. And, certainly you can go in and tweak it a little bit. Let's say that you wanted to darken it a bit. This will darken the effect. If that's too much, you can go to here where it says darker, and you can just lower that opacity until it's at a level that you're comfortable with. Let's say that you want it to be a little bit of a cooler tone. Same thing. Make sure that you've got your layer, overlay layer selected. Hit the play button, and that's going to be a cooler tone. And again, you can just adjust that opacity so it's whatever you want it to be at, and it will only affect. It's just affecting this overlay layer. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go on to my second example. Second example is going to be a little more complicated just because of the photo. This was a rainy day, but I really wasn't happy with the amount of distracting detail that was going on in my windows. And while you can see rain drops on the windows themselves, it kind of gets lost and isn't a real easy, quick read. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to go ahead and just select kind of a grayish tone here right from the image itself. And I'm just going to, let's see, I'm not going to set that at 100, I'm going to set it at about 60. I'm just going to quickly paint over some of these distracting aspects in this window. Okay, now I'm not going to go through and clean it all up just because I think you're going to get the idea here, and that would make this video unnecessarily long. So I'm just going to go really fast. I'm fogging up all the windows. Now I do also have window hazes that you can use, which are helpful and nice. It just really depends. There's so much going on in these windows that those are more for details. This needs kind of an overhaul, which is why I'm just literally painting on top. Goodbye, minivan. I'll show you how I'll go back to my original image and show you how those hazes work, because they are kind of cool, and they add another level and another layer of believability and artistry to your image. It's just almost done here. Again, just getting rid of any use a little bit darker of a color here. Okay. Again, just need to mask out some of my suburban neighborhood details here, so that the focus remains on my daughter and her bear. Okay. Now, I'm going to blur this with Gaussian blur. Now I would come through with a mask and paint black back here into these areas of the window where I don't want to have this blurring detail. I could actually do it here with, this might go a little faster. Fill it with black, because black hides in a mask. White reveals and black hides in masks. Again, I'm just doing this really fast because I don't want to waste your time being picky for this tutorial, since we're just really teaching concepts here. And I'll go back to my brush. Oh, whoops. Hate it when I do that. Bigger. Oops. Too big. Anyway, so again, I haven't perfectly done these windows, but I think you get the gist here, the idea. Go in and zoom in and just make this all really nice and perfect, but right now, let's make sure it's not on her arm or her little hand. Get it off of Teddy. Okay. So again, not the perfect mask, but for our purposes, I think it'll do. And, oops. Anyway, so I want to show you how we put in the raindrops now. So pretend this is a perfect mask. And now we're going to go here and open, and we're going to go into the rain overlays that are small. And there's going to be a variety of different ones here. So let's go ahead and we'll just start with number 1. And I'm going to go ahead and select it and copy it in. And again, these might be way too big for the windows that you want to use, but I figured it's always better to be too big than too small. So we're going to just go ahead now and we're going to size it. Now you could, of course, keep it larger like this and then mask out some areas, or you could make it, fit each individual pane. Let's just go here, and now I'm going to say dark overlay visibility, and it's going to make it go into screen mode for us. So, you can also just put it in screen mode. Anytime it's a dark overlay like that, where you're seeing black, the way that you're going to see these little white glistening raindrops is by showing that in screen mode. The ones that are in color and larger, they work best in overlay and hard light mode, but these are a little different. So They're designed differently because they have a different purpose. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a mask, and I am just going to get rid of any of these areas where the raindrops interfere with either her skin or dress or the window pane itself. Again, this is not going to be the most perfect mask because I'm doing it quickly. As you can see, we're just keeping those raindrop details on the window panes themselves. Okay, so now hopefully you can see that. If you want it to be a little bit more intense, we can simply go ahead and double that layer effect, or what I might do is just darken. I might double this up and darken it a little bit. Oops. So now you can see the raindrops a little bit easier. Let me do another raindrop for you as well. Okay, now this one's got a little more of the sparkly bokeh going on. Again, I'm going to just Command Alt, copy, and I'm going to paste it in there. And this time I'm going to just put it right here. And now I have a mask which is all black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint into this mask to reveal those raindrops. Here they are. And now I'm going to hit screen. And just to go fast, I'm going to repeat this. I'm just going to change my mask ever so slightly, make some adjustments to it. So again, hopefully you can see this. If you can't, you can always double up the mask and you'll get a stronger effect. But we've really started adding in more of those raindrop details, and it's going to simplify our image and make our image much more impactful. And I did mention I wanted to quick show you how to use those haze overlays on a large portrait image with large raindrops. So we're going to go here to open, and we're going to go to window haze and just select window haze 3. This is probably the busiest of all of the haze options, and we are going to stretch it so it goes from edge to edge. And you can either choose this dark overlay visibility, or you can change it to screen mode yourself. And you can lower the opacity a little bit if you want to. And then over the top of it, you could add, let's see here. Just add rain overlay number 4. I'm going to select all of it. Whoops. Selecting all of it, copying it. And now I'm pasting it in. And let's try it in overlay mode. Or how about in hard light? So do you see how having this haze here is going to just add to some of the effects of the rain. And again, if you didn't want it all over her face, you could simply go into this lasso tool area and hit Selective Blur Overlay. And have any amount of raindrops in there that you wanted. But there's a whole variety of different things in here that you can choose from and play with, and some actions that should help you out to get them to integrate easily for you. All right, thanks so much for watching. Bye.